Renault, guys, Renault have been making some pretty amazing hot hatches. They've never made an electric hot hatch until now. This is the most expensive hot hatch ever, but it's also the most mental hot hatch I've ever seen. It's fully electric, and I want one of them. I think it's insanity, but I absolutely love it. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. It's great to have you with us. Welcome to all the new subscribers, because there's about 15,000 new subscribers over the past 28 days. Never seen this kind of an increase before, so it's great to have you. If any of you would like to support the channel, you can do so. And I'd really love it by clicking the link in the description to our YouTube members page. Renault 5 Turbo 3E has been revealed in France. It's coming out, I believe, either the end of 2025 or early 2026. It's the most mental hatchback ever made, ever. And this is not a concept car. This is real. It's based on the Renault 5, obviously, as its name implies, but it's not turbocharged in any way whatsoever. It's truly bizarre that Renault decided to use the word turbo, like Porsche. The Porsche Taycan Turbo. There are no turbos in the Porsche Taycan Turbo. When I said that, I don't know, a couple of years ago, Porsche people emailing me, Porsche is allowed to call it turbo. People were really losing their minds. It was funny. People probably will now too, because I said Porsche, not Porsche. And someone lose their mind at me yesterday about me calling it Porsche, not Porsche. So I'll try to remember this Porsche way you guys call it. In Australia, we call it Porsche. Anyhow, Renault says the R5 Turbo 3E will have 373 kilowatt, around about a bit over 500 horsepower. All that power goes to the rear wheels. I mean, this thing is going to be ballistic. That means it can do 0 to 100 or 0 to 62 miles an hour in 3.5 seconds. So it's faster than a twin-turbo V12 powered Aston Martin DB11. It's faster than a Ferrari Enzo. It's faster than a Nissan R35 GTR. And actually, guys, if it didn't have that really ridiculous paintwork, I think this thing would look epic. I mean, imagine this thing in, I don't know, gunmetal grey or something a bit more subtle like that. I think it would be really, really cool. The R5 Turbo 3E will outperform the Alpine A290 hot hatch. So Alpine is like a premium sister brand to Renault, and they have a hot hatch, and this thing's way more powerful than that. So who knows? Maybe they'll make an Alpine version of this as well. Now, even though this thing is amazing, I mean, it has dual in-wheel electric hub motors, allowing for precise control of torque and being able to have a limited slip diff. Basically, even though it's got some really cool features, it's very, 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 very expensive. It has a carbon superstructure. Don't know what the hell superstructure means. It's both stiff and lightweight. I believe it's got a carbon tub. So I'm going to guess that the weight of this will be much lighter than other, basically hot hatch EVs. But it does cost around about 200,000 Australian dollars. So about 130,000 US dollars. Now, apparently, the original version of this, which was revealed in 2022, was fitted with a roll cage. It also had a traditional handbrake, drift modes. Some sort of titanium was being used in that car. I don't know if any of that's going to come to this vehicle. We know that this vehicle, though, will be extremely lightweight and have an insane amount of power and cost an insane amount of money. But I don't know why this actually, it really appeals to me. Guys, what are your thoughts? Does this appeal to you too, or do you just think it's utterly ridiculous? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Once the Stellantis group took over Jeep, it's been a bit of a nightmare, a bit of a disaster. Jeep dealerships in the United States there understandably furious. Stellantis is actually blaming Jeep dealerships. It's saying it's not our fault. Blame Jeep. The problems are with them. What problems am I talking about? Well, for one, Jeep sales have gone down by 10% so far this year. That doesn't sound like much, does it? But if you consider the fact that Jeep sales have fallen now by nearly 50% over the last 5 years, and their sales have fallen every single year for 5 straight years in a row, then you can see that something's very, very wrong at Jeep. The brand is in big trouble. Bizarrely, Stellantis is claiming they're going to grow Jeep sales by 50% over the next 2.5 years. So no one knows exactly how they're going to do it, but Stellantis claim Jeep will be revived from the dead. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Is this really true? Is Jeep going to be revived? Well, Stellantis CEO said this: the Jeep brand can be a local hero anywhere. We're going to reinforce the manufacturing footprint of Jeep. Now, the truth is, a lot of Jeep's employees in the US have been laid off. One factory has been shut down. This is not official, by the way. They just said, we're pausing production. Nothing's been made there for months, right? Another factory, same story. Jeep says by 2027, they will sell more than 1 million vehicles, up from 700,000 last year, and likely delivery numbers of around 600,000 this year. Realistically, the company, of course, is in big trouble. Now, they do have a kind of affordable EV, the small Jeep Avenger. Now, the Jeep Avenger, to be honest, it's not particularly good. It's front-wheel drive, pretty expensive, has a very, very small battery pack. It has 397 kilometers of range. So, what's that? It's actually listed at about 200 miles of EPA range. Yeah, EPA range, not great. So I don't see that really reviving the company. It's much smaller than a Toyota Corolla. And it's more expensive. Now, Jeep sales have continued to fall, and the pressure is on Chief Executive Antonio Filosa to basically turn the company around. I don't know if this is really fair, though. The truth is the company is really being run by parent company Stellantis. Anyway, to revive the company, Jeep has started cutting prices across its lineup, rolling out new incentives, 0% financing, and ramping up spending on marketing and advertising. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be enough to clear the massive amount of stock that Jeep have sitting on dealer lots. In fact, Jeep have more cars sitting on dealer lots based on actual per capita numbers in terms of the actual number of dealerships than any other company. Jeep reported a 28% rise in sales last month, which is nice compared to August of 2023. But the truth is that Jeep's slide into oblivion, in my opinion, is probably terminal. And you can really see why Chinese car companies have approached Stellantis to try and buy the brand.